Hello everybody, welcome aboard my channel and on to a new video. If you are here for aviation content, then let me tell you this particular video is not an aviation video. This video primarily deals with my experiences and what I have learned over the past few days and what I have faced. I thought I should make a video about it and let you all know so that even if one person learns something from my experiences, it's half the job done for me. Over the past few days, I have been very inactive on social media and on YouTube, and yeah, there has been some things happening in my life, and that is what I want to portray through this video. The story begins from 25th July 2020. It was a normal day. We all woke up and usually in my family, mom and dad wakes up at around 8 or 9, and because I sleep late, so I will wake up around 10. Everything was normal. The whole family was having breakfast. Suddenly, I heard my dad telling me that he's having a heaviness in his chest. We thought, because maybe he slept a little late and he overate or something, he might be having a little bit of acidity or something like that. To be honest, we took it lightly. We said that, okay, you take some rest and you'll be fine. And then suddenly he came and sat on the sofa, and we were talking about YouTube, and we were planning to make a video that day, shoot and edit and all of that. So he just sat beside me, and I remember him telling that he cannot breathe properly. Just within some time he came to the room and he lied down, and he was saying that I am feeling lightheaded. Once I get up, I'm not being able to stand because I'm feeling dizzy. That was the time, to be honest, I actually realized that okay, this is not something that's to be taken lightly, because to be honest, my father, the kind of man he is, he has never once gone to the hospital, and I've never seen him taking any medicines. He's very confident about his body, he's fit. Other than the fact that he has been a smoker, he has always been fit. There's no problem as such. So that time, the only thing that me and my mom decided is to call the family doctor up. He's Dr. So I called him up, and the first thing I told him is dad is having this problem. So sir, what do I do? And the first thing he told me is, Akash, this thing is not normal. I think he needs medical attention immediately. So just get him to Ruby, because that's where I am, Ruby General, Kolkata. Do a ECG. Now, it was the time for me to react. I had to take a decision. I did not think twice. What my instincts told me is I need to rush dad to the hospital and see what is wrong. But as luck would have it, even the car was not available with us, and calling an ambulance was not a very good idea, because this was also the day when Kolkata was seeing a complete lockdown. On Saturday 25th, there was a complete lockdown in the whole city, so there was nobody on the roads. And our car had gone for servicing, so we did not have a car also. But somehow we managed somebody else's car from the flat, and we rushed him to the hospital. As we were entering Ruby Hospital, the first thing that I saw right in the entrance, it was written in big and bold that there were no beds available in this hospital. During these times of pandemic, whatever is happening around the world, all these things were just coming in my mind, and I did not know that I have to get my dad admitted or whatever, but this was actually written in bold right at the entrance. We got dad inside and into the emergency ward. The doctors immediately took him inside, and they did his ECG. And during this time, me and my mom, we were told to wait outside, because the emergency ward, to be honest, was also a place where COVID patients were coming in. So in Ruby General, the emergency ward is not separated from normal patients and COVID patients. So that was a big concern me and my mom had. So we are currently in the emergency ward of Ruby General Hospital. As you can see, that is the emergency ward over there. And the doctors have taken dad in, and me and my mom, we are waiting outside. I just hope the ECG report is normal, because that is the main report that shows if he has some cardiac problems. There is no beds vacant in this hospital, in ICU or critical care unit, and that is so scary. I can only imagine that my father is doing much better, and I'm sure things will be good. But for people who are treated with something more critical, like coronavirus for that matter, COVID-19 or cancer, anything. Mom was very worried. She has a problem of hypertension, and she cannot take too much stress and tension. So I was just consoling her. I was just telling her, okay, things are going to be fine. While all this was happening, suddenly the doctor comes up and he says, Akash, are you from Shubir Hajra's family? I was like, yeah. He said, come inside. And for a moment, I was like, okay, it's going to be fine. Dad is fine. I'll go inside. The doctors will say he's fine. His ECG reports are fine. And I was, to be honest, happy. As I rushed inside the emergency ward, I saw Dr. Tito Protim Purokait over there. He says, call your mom, I need to talk to her. And the first thing he says is, your father had a heart attack. And me and my mom, I very clearly and vividly remember, we went numb. We did not know how to react because we were not prepared for this. Even in the slightest bit of thoughts, we did not have it that this will be the scenario where my dad will have a heart attack. Time was going in like 4x speed. I mean, like, I did not know how to react. And my mom was looking at me, and it was my time to take a decision now. This was the time the first person struck my mind was a doctor and a father of my very dear friend Shashank. His father, Dr. Vinod Kumar, is a doctor and a cardiologist from Apollo Hospital. So I called him up. I was like, Uncle, this has happened to Dad. Please tell me what to do. We are not getting beds. I need to get him admitted ASAP. After a minute, he just calls up and he says, just get Dad immediately to Apollo. I have talked to the doctors. There are beds available. Just get him admitted. For me, it was a mental turmoil because more than my dad having a disease or a heart attack, I couldn't see a person who I have depended all my life like that. It's a very strange feeling when a person who you depend on and a person who has literally been the pillar of your strength all your life is suddenly bedridden and cannot talk, and it was more of a mental turmoil for me.
This is day 3 in the hospital, and I don't know what to expect. I mean, they have taken Dad in for his angiography, and I'm told that that is the test that will primarily confirm what has happened to him. So I really don't know what to expect. I've heard that the procedure is pretty painful, and that is the only issue that I primarily have right now. I don't know, man. I really don't know what to expect. I just hope Dad is fine. I mean, he's very strong in the heart, yeah. And I mean, I'm just praying.
I waited there for around half an hour, and I'll tell you, these were the longest half an hour of my life. Every second I was worried, tensed, and stressed about what is happening. Just exactly after about 20-25 minutes, the nurse comes out and she says, are you from Subir Hazra's family? I was like, yeah. He's like, come inside. I was so tensed. I did not know what the Dr. Aftab Khan, who was doing the surgery, will say. So I went inside, and the doctor was right there. And I asked him, how is Dad? And the first thing it said is, Dad is totally fine. We haven't found any major blockage in his heart. This was so relieving. I was like so happy. I was like, okay, at least, all that stent, pacemaker, and bypass, nothing will happen. He's fine. But the next thing he said is, because he's a smoker, that's the main reason why he has a 20% obstruction in one of his arteries, left artery, and that is the reason he also had this minor attack.
Papa is here. কোনো কষ্ট হয়নি তো? না হোক, আমি আর মামা এটা মানে 2 দিন ধরে হার্ট অ্যাটাক I am just so happy right now. I mean, I just need to go and break this news to my mom. My mom is waiting outside there. I'll just do the insurance formalities and I'll go and see her. I'll tell you all something very funny. All this while that Dad was in the hospital, and going from one ward to the other, and even in the emergency ward. All this while he kept on telling one thing to me, and that is, Reek, vlog kar na, vlog kar. If Gaurav Tareja can do it, why don't you vlog? Just vlog. Just show people that I'm fine. Just vlog. It is crazy, man. This man, I tell you. It is day 4 in the hospital, and today is the happiest day for me, because at last Dad is getting released today. So the doctors just confirmed me that they'll release Dad, and we are at the ward. And before I saw him, इनके तो अलग ही नखरे. I am not looking good. Don't show me in the camera. तो all of that इनके अलग, मतलब अलग ही नखरे. केमन लगता है कौन?
Very nice, फटाफटी.
तो तुम्हारा एक्सपीरियंस केमन?
मेरा अभी 2 दिल हो गया.
Okay, mom is busy seeing the diet chart for Dad.
मेरा लाइफ से काजू निकल गया.
तो
मटन निकल गया.
Yeah, no mutton. And so basically, whatever things की oily food, mutton, red meat, smoking तो मतलब तुम यहाँ smoking करोगे?
जय राम जी की.
वो सैनिटाइजर अपना है ना, वो उठा लीजिए
मैं वो दे देगा, पैकिंग करके
पॉकेट में डाल लीजिए.
मैं तो काम करता हूँ. Bye Apollo Hospitals. Hope to never ever see you again. I'm going to get the car. Once I get the car, I'll pick Dad up. Mom and Dad are at the main gate, and we are back home.
Oh, Dad is on board. Just a minute. Okay, so Dad is here, and आपको अभी कैसा फील हो रहा है, कैसे हो आप?
पहले से बहुत बेटर लग रहा है. थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम था ही, ब्रीदिंग में प्रॉब्लम था. अभी तो तुमको तो ऐसे ही ब्रीदिंग नॉर्मल हो गया है. इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. डोंट वरी बेटा, आई एम ऑलवेज ऑल राइट. तो
नहीं मतलब हम we were so worried that day, but even till yesterday मतलब थोड़ा सा ऐसे problems थे, but today he is a lot better, and that's the reason I thought that because মানে তুমি বলো না তুমি কতটা চাইতে যে আমি ভিডিও বানাই. he was actually even when he was coming,
ये कोई भी इवेंट जो ब्लॉगर्स है वो लोग ना एक्चुअली कोई भी इवेंट मिस नहीं करता. इसमें कोई सैड इवेंट हो, कोई अच्छा इवेंट हो, कोई कैसे बोले, हम कोई नेगेटिव बात नहीं बोलना चाहिए. फिर भी हम बोल रहा था ठीक है तुम ब्लॉग करो, इसमें क्या, हम जा रहा है टेस्ट करने में, हम मेरा ब्लड टेस्ट हो रहा है, मेरा एंजियोग्राफी हो रहा है, कुछ भी हो रहा है, तुम करो ना, तुम तुम्हारा काम करो, हम मेरा काम कर रहे हैं. इसमें क्या, डॉक्टर का काम कर रहे हैं. इसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है?
You won't believe it, even the time is coming out of the surgery room from his OT, he called me and the first thing he said is, Akash, you're vlogging, right? I mean, it was surprising and shocking at the same time for me. I couldn't believe him. But yeah, तुम्हें मतलब
fine.
doing much better.
मंडे से ऑफिस ज्वाइन करना होगा. नौकरी नहीं रहेगा तो खाएगा क्या? ये भी है.
So anyways, that's what about it from my side in this particular video. If you like the video and you think this you can take something from this video and learn something, please do that, and please take care of yourself and your family. These are very tough times, and I don't want you to go through anything like this, and that's why I wanted to share my experiences. So
एक बात हम बोलना चाहेंगे इसमें. ये 47-8 की उम्र में हमको पता चला खुद का बेटा क्या होता है, अपना लड़का क्या होता है. हम चाहेंगे सबका बेटा ऐसा हो जो अपना पेरेंट्स का टेक केयर करे, जिसका सब कुछ दे दे ऐसा क्रूशल मोमेंट में.
बट
तो वो किया है आकाश, यही एक्सपेक्टेड था, और हमको ये फील हुआ जो हाँ मेरा बेटा मेरा पास है. सब कुछ ऐसा नहीं है क्या बाहर में रहे, कुछ काम करे, कुछ पैसा कमा के दे, नॉट लाइक दैट. लेकिन साथ में रहना भी बहुत बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. हम आशा करेंगे सबका बच्चा भी इस क्रूशियल मोमेंट पे सबका साथ रहे. ठीक है बेटा.
I was lucky actually that I was not outside doing my flying or whatever. I was at home with my parents. That was it was destiny, and I'm sure मतलब जो भी है बच्चे आजकल they will obviously do it. It's not something that it's not a duty. They'll obviously do it for their parents. Thank you so much.
चलो bye.
Bye.
Take care. देख
लेकिन
भाई
अभी
wheelchair
से
है।
एक्सरसाइज
चालू हो गया है।
ये जो टमी है, ये जो टमी है
ये कम कर लेगा, ये कम कर लेगा,
ये कम
थोड़ा
करना है।
अंदर करके रखा है अभी।